It is time for getting ready to close the pool. The water level is already dropped, and that's not great, but it's also my doing. I'll get into that in a bit. But we do have pump issues once again. The pool is going to turn on in a minute or two, but I'm not going to make you wait. Multi-port valve has been leaking. It's not pissing out, but the pool has been losing water. Got to add water like once a week, and I'm not sure why. Let's talk about the pump. It's going to need a capacitor, because when I turn it on, normally it just turns on immediately and goes whoosh, you know, and starts moving the water. Now you're going to hear hum whoosh. See? It was slow. I can't shut it now because the pool was just going to turn on, but it was a hum whoosh. It's starting up. I don't know if you can see the water there. As good as it's going to get because we're already down below the skimmer. So let me explain what's going on here. First off, we're going to need a capacitor. That's going to be next year's ordeal before I open the pool. So I'll source one and I'll replace that before installing. The water, like I said, is quite down. I should have manually vacuumed all this sand, but I didn't. I ran Robot the other day. That was all good. So normally I would go, in fact I'll walk you over there. Normally I would go and lay out all these pipes and hook up to the solar drain and drain it out to the street, but you see the concrete is kind of wet. Everything's kind of wet and damp. There's water on top of that. It's been raining on and off. So to lay all this out and then it starts raining and then what do I do? You know, I said, you know what? I got the cover pump. I got a couple days. They're coming Wednesday. Today's Monday. So let me just do that. And I put it in yesterday, and it already dropped, you know, quite a bit. This new pump is working a lot better than the old one. It's raining under the tree, so let me not stand there. So I just dragged it out and just let it do its thing and plug that in, and there it goes. Just draining like that. I have the cover off of this thing, so that made a nice place to put the hose. The water has dug a hole in the ground. That's nice. That's fine. So I'm just draining it this way only because I don't know what the weather is going to be, and it's going to be rainy. It was rainy like this on and off yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Wednesday when they're coming, it's supposed to be a nice sunny day, of course. Now another little bit of fun while I was at it was this extension cord that I've had forever. This originally had one of those reels that you like crank the thing up. It was like a self-contained thing where the wire would roll up on the reel and it had like 2 outlets on it or something. That piece just died years ago, and where the wire goes into this plug, which I had put on it when the reel on it went, the wires were like exposed, and I said, yeah, I kind of don't want to use that anymore. So yesterday I said, you know what, I'm gonna put this pump in. I really ought to redo that. So in taking that plug apart, or outlet apart, I found that the ground lug was completely corroded and the screw just fell out of it. So I just deleted that, just make believe I didn't see that. So it's now a non-grounded cord, but it can be if I put a new end on it. But I didn't want to, because even though I have extras of them, I just used one yesterday on this black cord. It's a brand new end that I put on it, and that's because it never had one. The other end of it is here. Might look vaguely familiar. This was from my old shop vac. Put a little wire wheel and a drill and polished that up a bit. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. I don't know how long it is, 20 foot maybe, something. So I already broke up a set of 5 plug and outlet sets. You know, it came as a set, plug and outlet, 5 of those. So I didn't want to use another one and then end up with 5 plugs and only 3 outlets. So I just reused the one that was there. It's, like I said, we'll just pretend we didn't see that, and it's fine. They had a big party, and I think the house beyond had a party also. They had tents also, but I don't see them now. They had a bouncy castle and all kinds of stuff in the backyard, some kid's birthday party. And it was funny because I opened the door at night, and I heard one of the adults going, "I told you 3 times not to touch that. I told you 3 times not to touch that. I told you 3 times not to touch that." And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, the little bastard kids knocked 9 balls over the fence. So I don't know how many I'm going to give back. These are like ball pit balls. You know, just like that. And a wiffle ball and a little baseball there. So that's a nice color, you know. And that's it. I'm just draining the pool this way, only because I have the time and because it's rainy and that. And really all I need to do to finish up is just pull the ladder out. That just pulls right out. Pull out the net, roll that up, get rid of the solar lights, and have the dicks come in. Oh, I got to tape that thing down on the edge here. Not that that's going to do anything, but we could say we tried anyways. And that's it. That's all I really have left to do. As far as the rest of the backyard, I'm going to leave it for a bit, because it's still nice out. Not these days, but it's going to be like Wednesday, it's going to be 82. You know, still nice out. You could sit out here and that. So this is what I'm doing. It kind of makes its way over here, and this is kind of where the lawn bubble forms, I think. Not sure. Somewhere here. So, yeah, kind of, the reason this is happening again is just because of the rain. In the last, I don't know how many years, it never rained before. It was never a problem. Sometimes it was just cloudy like this, but other than that, that's it. So, not a real formal video. I think I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to just let this chooch for a while. As far as the pool losing water, I don't know. I was thinking one thing, that potentially this skimmer, that's crooked. The sun really beat these to hell. I got to do Geg's nose trick, spray painting that with clear. See if that brings it back around. Right there, that's it. When I opened this skimmer for the spring last year, there was no water at all in this, and yet there was water in here. I took that hose there that is spewing water out and filled these skimmers this morning. And this one has just a touch more water in it. So it needs to sit for more time. I'll check it later in the day and see. So that's one potential thing. Could also be a hole in the liner. It's kind of worn, but it's not ready to go yet. It's still pliable and supple. Let's see here. See, it's still got plenty of good. It's flexible, you know. It's not hard and crunchy like the old one got. So yeah, it's faded. But they're all going to do that. But the weird parts are like on the floor there. Why? How? I don't understand. Just like there and not so much in the middle. That kind of makes sense. And here it's a little hard to see with the flowing water. But it's worn here too. Everything's just getting fucking old. Just getting totally old. And there's nothing I could have done to prevent that. Another fun thing as we walk back, so I could show you how old, which you've seen already. I called around this year because I was thoroughly dissatisfied with the pool closing service last year. And everybody else wanted $100 more than this place. So we're going to go with them again, and I'm going to tell them flat out when they get there, when they get here, this is the way you're doing it. And if you don't like it, we're going to call your main office now. And if they don't like it, then you're getting the fuck out of here. And then I'll figure something out. It's running. Like I said, that's been leaking. This started leaking from here. I think this seal might be going, not certain on it. And in all the other videos, I've shown pictures when I first moved in and these handles were bright orange. Everything here just bakes in the sun, and it gets, the UV just kills it. Even this thing is not what it once was. And of course the vibrating noise that just is. Sharky says that the capacitor might play into that. It runs. It starts up, it runs, so I don't know. But it definitely needs a replacement. It's just got a hump on it, like that one does, right there. Take a screw off and caps right in there. I mean, nothing to it. So yeah, I'll leave the backyard kind of together. The herbal garden didn't make it. That's because we had so many hot days. It didn't matter if I came out and watered it every day. It just couldn't take it. This did well. This Rose of Sharon grew by itself. I don't know what this green thing is growing here. The hosta is not looking the greatest. It's growing these spinety things, which it does. Yeah, that's really about it. I got nothing more, so we're gonna cut it here. So I thank you very kindly for watching. I guess I'll make another video when the pool is closed and let you know how that went. But like I said, I'm kind of beating the rain. Right now it's good, but could rain at any minute, so that's going to do it. A sad end, but it's got to be closed sometime. Maybe a little early. I did watch a video that I found accidentally of mine that I made 9 years ago, where I was closing the pool in October, and there were tons of fails then. Horrible. I'll see if I can find that, put a link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.